You are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. He is a man of courage who does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. Man must rise above the earth to the top of the atmosphere and beyond, for only thus will he fully understand the world in which he lives. Where there is reverence there is fear, but there is not reverence everywhere that there is fear, because fear presumably has a wider extension than reverence. I pray thee, O God, that I may be beautiful within. It is not difficult to avoid death. It is much more difficult to avoid wickedness, for it runs faster than death. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. Fellow citizens, why do you burn and scrape every stone to gather wealth and take so little care of your children, to whom you must one day relinquish all? Though flattery blossoms like friendship, yet there is a vast difference in the fruit. The heart of the person before you is a mirror. See there your own form. Wisest is he knows not. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. I only wish that ordinary people had an unlimited capacity for doing harm, then they might have an unlimited power for doing good. Nobody is qualified to become a statesman who is entirely ignorant of the problem of wheat. Slanderers do not hurt me because they do not hit me. Knowledge is our ultimate good. I prefer to be refuted than to refute, for it is a greater good for oneself to be freed from the greatest evil than to free another. Flattery is like friendship in show, but not in fruit. The beginning of wisdom is a definition of terms. No one does wrong voluntarily. What most counts is not merely to live, but to live right. Is it not, then, better to be ridiculous and friendly than clever and hostile? I am a citizen, not of Athens, or Greece, but of the world. Remember, what is unbecoming to do is also unbecoming to speak of. The more I know that I don't know. How many things are there which I do not want? Admitting one's ignorance is the first step in acquiring knowledge. By means of beauty, all beautiful things become beautiful. I will not yield to any man contrary to what is right, for fear of death, even if I should die at once for not yielding. The right way to begin is to pay attention to the young, and make them just as good as possible. Are you not ashamed of your eagerness to possess as much wealth, reputation, and honors as possible, while you do not care for nor give thought to wisdom or truth, or the best possible state of your soul? You will know that the divine is so great and of such a nature that it sees and hears everything at once, is present everywhere, and is concerned with everything. The bad one is that way because of the ignorance, therefore he can be healed with wisdom. The tongue of a fool is the key of his counsel, which, in a wise man, wisdom hath in keeping. The greatest flood has the soonest ebb, the sorest tempest the most sudden calm, the hottest love the coldest end, and from the deepest desire oftentimes ensues the deadliest hate. Get not your friends by bare compliments, but by giving them sensible tokens of your love. Either I do not corrupt the young, or, if I do, it is unwillingly. God does not deal directly with man. It is by means of spirits that all the intercourse and communication of gods with men, both in waking life and in sleep, is carried on. I call that man idle who might be better employed. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. If all misfortunes were laid in one common heap whence everyone must take an equal portion, most people would be contented to take their own and depart. An unexamined life is a life of no account. Beauty comes first. Victory is secondary. What matters is joy. By far the greatest and most admirable form of wisdom is that needed to plan and beautify cities and human communities. Pride divides the men, humility joins them. Laws are not made for the good. There is no difference between knowledge and temperance. For he who knows what is good and embraces it, who knows what is bad and avoids it, is learned and temperate. How can you wonder your travels do you no good, when you carry yourself around with you? Since I am convinced that I wrong no one, I am not likely to wrong myself. To live well and honorably and justly are the same thing. I know nothing except the fact of my ignorance. The shortest and surest way to live with honor in the world is to be in reality what we would appear to be. All human virtues increase and strengthen themselves by the practice and experience of them. If I had engaged in politics, O men of Athens, I should have perished long ago, and done no good either to you or to myself. I believe that we cannot live better than in seeking to become better, nor more agreeably than having a clear conscience. If you watch to the end, I am very grateful to you. Watch also these videos,